You're listening to The Mariety Show.
You're watching The Mariety Show.
You're listening to The Mariety Show.
It's MDAWG, the girl who knows a little bit about a lot of things. Today in boring Oregon, it's 63 degrees and it gets really hot by the end of the week, so it's time to go to the beach, you know, okay? And that song you just heard was Broken by Phlegmatic Justice and Gino_Mac. Today we got the least country-sounding motherfucking cowboy in here today. You know what? I forgot to... I always say your name wrong because I'm like, Ira. Which one is it? Because I haven't even talked to you in so long.
You can be both. Ira Corn, I of Tate. Either way.
But, so your name's supposed to be Ira Tate. So
yeah,
I say
that's
Ira.
the pun. But usually most people go Ira.
Ugh,
but I'm cool
that
with
doesn't
both.
make sense in my brain, but okay. And who are you?
I'm a meat man from the Midwest. I just out here being crazy. That's about it.
Twitch streamer? Do you still?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of more along what I meant. But you know, I'm fine with hearing about your cowboy antics or meat butchering or whatever that was in reference to. Yeah. Yeah. So you stream on Twitch? Do you have some crazy hours or what? You know, what days do you stream?
Oh, I'm streaming every day, starting around like 11 p.m. Central Time.
Oh my God.
Usually nighttime guy. I've been a nighttime guy for the last few years.
All right, so if you guys got the, the graveyard shift with nothing else to do, you know who to tune into here, and it's also just Irritate on there. I'm sorry, I forgot. Oh my God.
No, you're good. It's like Ira_Tate on Twitch.
Okay, awesome. IRA_TATE. No relation to Andrew, I assume.
Nope.
Okay, awesome. And so let's start off with the Q&A and quips. So we got a question each week, and I'm going to go over some answers and the question, and then we're going to answer it and break some ice here today. Do you stand or sit when you wipe? That came from Rumsky on Twitter, and I have a couple.
Classic.
Exactly, I know. It's like all these questions have been about like shitting and pissing and stuff. Or I've talked a lot about like peeing also on some of these episodes, so I just can't get away from it, I guess.
We just got a lot of shit on our minds, these days.
Yeah, you're right. All you gotta do is shit, piss, and shit and live. There's someone. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Well, anyway, Roma says it depends. P Saturn says stand. I'm not risking my hand dunking in duty, which I don't know what your shit must be huge. Let me just say. And then
just
Weaver,
massive.
Exactly. That dude got like a huge ass and asshole and shit. Dude packing a lot.
Yeah.
And then Weaver said, sit, lean forward and to the left and wipe with my right hand. Like imagine the thinking man statue if he was sitting on a toilet. That is a lot of detail. But
It's very creative.
I guess that, yeah, very creative. Guess it makes sense. What about you? What do you think?
Oh, I'm on team bidet.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I did see Crom in there with the bidet answer.
Yeah, that's been a life changer. Like about a year ago, I started using one, and now anytime I use not a bidet, I feel like fucking filthy. Like I feel like an animal.
Don't
like
say
some
that.
Primordial state.
The one bidet I used, I guess it was cheap. People say you have to get a good one because the one I used was like a really thin stream, and it felt like it was cutting my asshole.
It was just like a pressure washer tied to a toilet.
Yeah, it was not nice. So I'm like, I don't know why people love this thing so much.
Yeah, why are they into this? This is awful.
But they're like, oh, you gotta get the good one. So, you know, I haven't been able to drop a lot of money on a bidet to see if I like it or not. So, that's not what I do. That's a good answer.
How about you?
I used to stand. I guess I was never properly taught. I feel like standing is not correct.
You know, that's a big thing on that is most of your life, unless you go to like jail or you're in the military, you usually don't get to like see someone else take a shit. Like it's not a part of the repertoire.
I guess you're right. Even though my mom always likes to talk to me while she's shitting on the toilet, but I guess I never wanted to see the end part. She's like, get in here and talk to me. She's like pooping on the toilet. I'm like, Mom, I don't want to talk to you while you're pooping. I'm like, okay. She's like, oh. But but yeah, you're right. Yeah, you know, you don't see people shit. So yeah, I used to stand, and now I'm thinking that's like really gross because you just let everything touch each other, and then it'll be harder to wipe if it's all in there. So yeah, I'm basically, you know, Weaver went into detail, but I feel like I may do that similar maneuver that he does there.
Yeah, the mixed technique of the sit stand, like the almost stand, but not quite.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe get up a little. Don't let the cheeks close.
Yeah, you gotta keep them up. Yeah, you do that. You know that's you don't want to make a bigger mess.
Okay, never mind. This is so gross. I hate it.
It's a great start.
I think the other questions I've posted for the future episodes should not be shitting and pissing related. So if anyone's gotten this far, then thank you. I appreciate it.
What if they miss it though?
Oh.
Bring back the old shit questions.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch unless I have shit and piss questions. Fuck, I'm losing my fan base.
Damn
it. But yeah, that's all I got for that one. I got a couple topics right here. You said you kind of keep up with Fish Tank just a little bit. You kind of see it here and there, but
yeah.
Yep. And again, I've already mentioned Fish Tank on the show, but it's just like a 24
it's an ongoing thing.
Ongoing, yeah, 24/7 Big Brother type thing that you can watch random fucking people do challenges, and then Airsoft Fatties on there, and Sam Hyde and some other guy run it. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, they had this I saw this and it made me want to fucking puke. Like, I guess they've had people shitting or pissing on other people's stuff, and I'm like, whatever. But there was a challenge where they made, I mean, these are the final two contestants, so they're like in the running for like 50K, you know, they'll get 50K if they win. They made
I didn't know there was a prize.
Yeah, it's $50,000. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense why everyone would like live in the house like that.
Exactly. No, I'm just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
But they forced them to smoke 5 cigarettes. Oh my god.
Oh god.
And whoever like did it the fastest would like, I guess, win that round, but that was
what cost?
Exactly. Like I never have smoked a cigarette. I used to vape with nicotine, and even I did like the lowest dosage, and I felt so fucking sick. And like, I guess you don't necessarily have to smoke it like an actual cigarette. Like, you could just put it in your mouth and then blow it out. Like, I don't know how they measured that, but that made me want to fucking puke. I was watching it a little bit, and they were just going at it so fast.
It just straight sucking the cigarette. Like, I guess it's literally just chain smoking, but yeah, that sounds intense. Like 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Just especially if you, I don't know if the characters, the people like smoked or not. Because if you don't smoke, I bet that like immediately stomach churning after like the first one.
Yeah, well, have you seen that episode of King of the Hill where like, I guess Hank
yeah,
Bobby's
Damn it,
smoking.
Bobby.
Yeah, and then he makes him smoke like the whole carton of cigarettes. I'm like, bro, I don't even know if they like sell cartons these days. Like, whoa. Now I'm thinking about it.
I bet they cost an arm and a leg if they do.
Oh my gosh, yes. I was even looking at the cheapest cigarettes and shit, and they're like still like $7-8 a pack.
Hell yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, like imagine smoking a pack a day. You could do so much with that. You could get gas, which is also a fortune right now.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And you could huff that, and you could do it way more than once.
Oh,
like,
man,
if you smoke the cigarette, it's gone, but
That's
the gas
2 for
is in
1.
the container.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. You know what? That's smart. I'm gonna start doing that. No, just
I'm gonna start.
I've been alcohol free for how long has gas been high in price, or or low in price, or whatever?
Right. Yeah, as soon as it hits $4, I'm gonna start huffing.
Oh my god, I don't even want to think about. I don't even want to know what it's like in California, but they're gonna have to fucking get rid of gas stations at one point, I guess, because they're saying you can't buy any gasoline cars after a certain point, so they're trying to do all electric. So I'm like, ooh. So what do you do if you want to travel there?
You're gonna have to get out the horse and buggy or bust out the Tesla, I guess. Like,
yeah, you drop your car off at the border, and then you just
you have to get it fueled.
Yeah, you
like some real Mad Max.
Call the electric Uber or something, and it's like 10 times as much as a normal Uber.
Or they added like a series of those little, what are they called? Like the treadmill things they have at like airports.
Oh,
just those going everywhere. Like it's the future, like the Jetsons or something. Like that's the sidewalk now.
That'd be pretty cool.
Or the highway is just a bunch of treadmills.
Get into the tube and it like transports you to like the next biggest city, and then you have to like go on the treadmills from there. That'd be awesome. Fuck. Well, no, you know what? No, it wouldn't be, but it'd be awesome for a cartoon.
Yeah, it'd be great for that. But like, if you had like groceries or something, that'd be terrible. Or like, imagine to move a piano through the like, or a couch.
No capacity, 500 pounds. Oh my god, I still can't think, like, if it's like Wall-E and everyone's like fat and in the chairs, or if they don't fit in the tube.
Yeah. Well, wait, the tube would be clean though, because we would like squeeze the sides of it, like.
Oh god. Do they have to like lube it up though?
Yeah. Well, I just assumed in the future everyone would be covered in a thin layer of lubricant.
Ew! Why?
Like at all times.
Why?
Yeah, because we're like, that's just the better future, I think.
Yeah. Everything's slick and easy in the future.
Yeah, and electric.
Exactly. Hey, we'll need a lot of that to get all the computers running. We're gonna need to make sure they're all lubed up with oil, but you know what, that wouldn't be oil smothered all over everyone, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. Anyway, next. I'm so bad at transitioning into the next topic. So I had chugged the rest of my Stella Artois before this podcast.
Good choice.
And I was like, I'm glad, I'm drinking in America, because after reading this article, I'm afraid of other places. It says, influencer dies after live streaming himself drinking bottles of Chinese spirit baijiu. I don't know how to say that. But to be fair, these are like bottles of alcohol that are between 30% to 60% alcohol content.
Yeah, to be fair, he's pretty much drinking window cleaner. Like,
yeah, so they're about...
a car on that.
They're about the size of like a beer bottle, but it looks like in the screenshot he's chugging one and he has 3 left. So like, what? Like, why would I just don't know. Like, do people just think? I don't understand. But I do get afraid of. Have you heard about actually, like, if you go to Mexico or other countries, like, their alcohol is sometimes not made properly, and even if you don't drink a lot, it could just kill you.
I've heard of a lot of bootleg stuff.
Maybe
I was in Mexico like a few months ago. That was fine then, but there's like not natural disaster, but like an engineering disaster where somebody made, I think it was in, I want to say Vienna or Austria, where they had a bunch of wine where they made it wrong and everyone drank it and a bunch of people died. I've heard of that, and then I was gonna say I heard another one where it was like somebody made there was a, I want to say it was in Turkey actually. There was one where they made their own like moonshine, except they did use like windshield wiper fluid or coolant or antifreeze, and same thing happened. People were drinking it. I guess you kind of get drunk and then you just die, but
well, hopefully they went fast, but like, see, that shit's scary. Like,
it is kind of
Someone said, "Oh, you don't have to worry unless you go to like some random place in Mexico." Isn't that also
I think
a
just
King
trust
of the
the
Hill
packaging.
episode too, where there's where they go to Mexico to get the beer because they stopped selling it in America, and then they get the beer from Mexico and it makes them all puke. Okay, sorry.
Hell yeah.
Man, there are a lot of King of the Hill references I didn't even know I would remember. But yeah, I guess someone said like, oh, if you're in the touristy area, like I guess it'll be fine. Like they'll serve you the good stuff. But also, if I'm going to like, especially a different country, I don't really want to be in the touristy area. I want to see like the culture and stuff. That's why I'm there. So like, do I have to worry then? I don't know. That's just like, I'm afraid.
Just gotta run that risk.
I guess it's that, but it's also like the food too. Like even if the food isn't necessarily toxic, since it's like even
You're gonna get
tomatoes are
traveler's
different.
diarrhea no matter
Yeah,
what.
I was gonna say like, man, what if I can't recover from that? I had diarrhea one day on a trip, and it was the worst thing ever. And if you have actual like diarrhea, like you can't do anything. You have to keep going to the bathroom. At least if you're constipated, you can do stuff and you're uncomfortable. But like if you have diarrhea and you're at the top of the fucking Eiffel Tower or something like that. Like imagine if there's no bathroom up there and they're just like, you gotta walk down all these steps and you're just fucking sliding down the railway, getting to the nearest bathroom, or shooting down the middle of the fucking shitting down the middle of the spiral
Tower,
yeah.
There you go. The time I took a crap on myself at Mount Rushmore. Like bad traveling.
Wait, are you saying you actually did that?
No, I did not do
Oh,
that.
sorry. I thought
And
you
if I did, I would never reveal that secret.
this sounds suspicious. Dude,
That's why you should only visit places that are next to a large body of water, because then, like, you know, you can just walk in the water.
Yeah, I guess
clean.
the animal
Or
shit,
cleanish,
but
I guess.
Imagine just walking away from that, like, big old, like, brown diarrhea area.
Murky spot, yeah.
Oh,
It's just like
no.
everyone else is, like, surfing. Like, what the hell?
But you would still smell bad. Like, I would hope you can get it all out. Oh, see, everything goes back to diarrhea and shitting. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. That's our call.
It's just so easy to talk about. It's the way of life.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh my god.
It's a consistent throughout life. You come in the world, shit in your pants. You go out of the world, shit in your pants.
Exactly.
There's some deep metaphor there.
Yeah, well, yeah, fuck. I forgot when you die, you shit your pants. That's so embarrassing. That's so bad.
I mean, maybe not for the dead person. They're probably like, eh.
I don't know. You know,
I like to imagine it's like some Egyptian thing.
Sorry, go ahead. Some Egyptian thing. I apologize.
Yeah, like you, whatever you have with you when you die, you take it with you. So if you like shit your pants, you spend the rest of eternity with like a pants full of shit. So like you have to like make sure you plan out your death.
No, see, that's
Like,
terrible. See, and then, you know, it would be also even worse, like, everyone's filming these days. What if you, like, are on one of those live leak videos of someone filming on the subway and you're there, and then
Oh no.
someone kills you, and then you just shit your pants? That is so embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the worst part of that entire scenario.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be the worst. Imagine being known as like the subway shitter or something.
The
Like,
subway shit. What phone game is that?
hey, I don't
Or
want to play
super
that
villain.
spinoff.
Subway shitter.
That'd be awesome. Here, let's skip to this one in the middle because I don't want to end up on a sad note. So let's, but I do want to talk about this because this is so fucked up, okay? So, North Korea infant jailed for life after parents found with a Bible.
A baby had the Bible.
Yes!
That sounds like parody news.
Well, it's okay. Well, I was like, I don't know what to do, so I went to Yahoo News, and then I guess Yahoo News takes articles from different sources.
Yeah, different
like the
sites.
first one was CNN, and then this one's Fox. So I don't know, guys. I don't want to. You know what? I'm just gonna say I'm unbiased because I'm using all these different sources. But this could be correct, as you know. North Korea is fucking crazy. What do they do? Do they put him in a jail cell and then just put him in a fucking like
Supermax for babies.
Yeah. Do they do like issue him hard labor orders for the rest of his life because of this? That's like so fucked up. I hate this.
I like to imagine this is like the parent had the Bible or whatever, and then they're just like, "Come on, you gotta take this fall for me," and the baby doesn't say anything because it's a baby. And it's like, thanks,
Mama. That's just it's just so. I hate this though, because it's like, why can you not just like raise it as your, like, then they're gonna have someone to raise it anyway. Well, I guess his entire family didn't die, so I guess his family is going to take care of him or something, now that I'm thinking about it, because it says a 2-year-old with his entire family were sentenced to political life imprisonment. So I was actually about to say at first, are they just going to, like, I always assume they'll kill the parents because they don't care, but that is free labor too, I guess. So do they just
what do they do with them?
Force them to raise the kid? What if the kid, like, ends up being a North Korean lover? Like,
yeah.
I don't know how else to say it. A Kim
it's a weird
Jong-un
one.
supporter. Can he,
'Cause
like,
what do you
reverse
do-
that for his parents' wrongdoings?
Like in the future, like pay what do you, not homage, homage, hominy, yeah,
Oh.
or like pay for their sin essentially, I guess. I don't know. Like,
I don't know. I just know that,
it's
like,
just that brings up another question in general. Like, what do they do with babies in prison? Like, if you're like pregnant and you have a baby in jail, I never like ever thought about that till just now.
I probably depends
Let
on
alone
which
sending
country.
a baby to jail, depending on the country.
Yeah, I mean, this country, it seems like well, it's a 2-year-old, so they're not a baby, but, I'm wondering, it wouldn't, if North Korea killed the baby, it wouldn't really surprise me, but they have a 2-year-old, they could probably do some labor right now, like cleaning chimneys or something, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Perfect size.
Yeah, perfect. No, really,
Children
did you?
yearn for the mines.
Have you seen that picture of, like, the kid in 1918, and it's like a 3-year-old chimney sweeper, and he's all dusty, and he looks like he's fucking 60 years old? It's so fucked up.
This is rough. This was back in my day.
Oh no,
It's really tense. There was a period of time where, like, back in their day, it was going up the hill barefoot.
I'm just hoping this kid can get past all this, and like if I was this kid and, like, I remember this, at least he's 2 and he, like, may forget what happened before, so he only knows growing up here, so maybe it's easier in that way, because if you're put in that situation and you already know how to live and stuff, and you get put in a fucking completely different situation, it's kind of like, it's hard to
No, I imagine it's
change.
gonna be traumatic no matter what, but
No, it
maybe
won't be traumatic. I
maybe-
don't know what you're talking about.
but maybe like slightly less, I guess, if you're like littler and you're just like not even aware. Like,
Yeah.
Whereas if you're like, I don't know, like some 12-year-old and then you get like sent
Exactly.
to
Yeah,
some
that's
labor
what.
camp, you're kind of like, wow, this really sucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the 2-year-old's gonna grow up with it, so he's gonna probably be able to handle it more, and then be like, oh man, I see what happened to John last week when he talked against them, and I already knew that, but he never lived in this, like, his whole life. Wait, you know what? Maybe if he hears that, he may sense there's freedom out there, so he may try to escape. You know what? Either way, I think it's really bad. Which is probably should have been my opinion from the start, but
From the start.
but yeah, North Korea is so fucked up. You don't hear a lot of, like, news from them because they keep everything so, like, restricted, but if I would be the one that, like, acts like I'm changing my religion for them if I ever got caught doing something, because I would be a fucking pussy. I don't care. I'd be like,
Yeah, I think most people would be. Like, it's so easy living here just being like, oh, I do whatever I want. It's like, nah, I don't know. If you actually thought you were going to get, like, harassed by, like, the state police or the military, you'd probably, like, just do what they tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would be such a freaking wimp. And,
That's
people...
what makes it... Oh,
Yeah.
no, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, people go through those classes and stuff, in the military, and they're taught for that, if that's their specific role, at least. I'm pretty sure in general, some people may not be taught, don't say this, do this if you get caught, but I'm sure there have only been, like, a select few people that, if that's happened to them, they've wouldn't, they would be able to push through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read this story about this one guy man, you know what, I shouldn't bring it up because I don't even remember the fucking story. He was in, like, captivity for a really long time, but he, like, held it down, and I guess at one point some kind of war was over or something, and then he was able to, come back and tell a story and live on to be, like, 80 years old or something like that. So I'm like, what? That's crazy. But, like, it was multiple, like, even anything after a year, I'd be like, just fucking kill me.
Just, I'm done. I don't want any more.
Exactly. I'll be like, you smell like shit, Kim Jong. Like, hell. What the hell? But, yeah.
Yeah, but they kind of, like, close you off from a spot where you could get away with doing that, though. Or like, I know, kind of like when if you're in, like, jail, you can say whatever and they don't really care. But if you're, like, in public, then they're like, hey, you can't say that.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like most countries have probably had, like, a time period of that. Like, we've had it here. Not to that extreme or whatever, but, like, if you said, like, I don't know, like some 1950s shit where, like, if you said something that they could construe as communist or accuse your neighbors of being communist and they get, like, disappeared.
Hey, guys, I love Chinese food. I'm just kidding.
Get him! Get his ass now! Like, just immediately, you have like those ceiling tiles. It falls down and somebody arrests you. Like they're on it. Like
God, I would get so fucked up in the 50s if that was.
If
the
you just
case.
like a nice Mexican dinner a little too much, what are you? You're not American. Like,
yeah, I stole this sombrero from this Mexican guy down the street, and they, like, think you're, like, trying to be Mexican. And then
immediately.
like, what the fuck are you doing?
They probably had. I think I don't. One of these books I read like a long ass time ago. This is again. I'm probably on the same boat here. I shouldn't tell the story because I only remember part of it.
But okay, go ahead.
But like,
I did it.
I distinctly remember his story of like a guy. He like wore the wrong color shirt, and then everyone's like whispering, "I think something's wrong with that guy."
What?
like just that was all it took for them to be like set off that this guy might be a communist. This like his shirt was just slightly askew.
Oh fuck!
Wrong color.
That was like the guy's like last like clean shirt. He's like, man, I've been slacking on laundry. Yeah, I'm like, fuck, I gotta wear this shirt I haven't worn in a fucking year since the war started. It's just like has like a Asian caricature on it. They're like, I smell something fishy. No, guys, look, I'm making fun of him. I'm not a communist. I swear, guys, please. Gosh, you know what? I'm so glad I didn't live back then. I would not. Yeah,
survive. Now it's easy. You can just wear whatever you want, and
exactly.
The worst you can have is somebody just makes fun of it.
Exactly. Oh, I love to live in the land of the free and the home of the brave, right here.
Amen, brother.
Okay, speaking about young people. Yep, I'm so bad at transitioning into the next one. A family thought they were adopting a 6-year-old girl. Now they claim she's an adult con artist. Have you seen this?
Oh, I think I have heard of that one. It was
the
Ukrainian lady.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, and I think they're, first of all, I think they're making this, I can watch
it feels like they made it up. It sounds like they bought a mail order bride and tried to play it off as a kid.
Oh, yeah. Basically, yeah. I'm just... Oh, I was going to say, I think they're making a documentary on it, but, I can watch the 20-minute video on YouTube and probably just watch everything on here. But it's like... I just can't believe this, though. Like, how does this... With all these restrictions and everything, how does something like this happen? I still don't even know, like, what the case is. Did they even, like, solve this? I should have probably read the whole article, but I didn't. I'm so bad at this.
I think I haven't heard about it in a long ass time, but I'd like to say at least one person was charged with something, but I don't know. I don't remember what the charge was. Very useful, right?
Maybe I should look it up.
Yeah, we could look.
I'm so bad at doing my research for this.
Hell
let's
yeah.
see. Police accused the people of abandoning the child, Natalia. Oh, because they thought she was 24, so I guess they abandoned her. She appeared on Dr. Phil, Natalia did, when she was 6. She maintained she was 6 and she was adopted. How do you act 6 though, like when you're like that old. Like, do you remember how to be 6? I mean, I guess if you look 6 and sound 6, it's probably easier than if you actually look like you're 24. I don't know.
I'm assuming she had, like, some form of dwarfism or something too. Like,
yes,
like,
they did say that in here.
But even then, I'm like.
But they said so they supposedly adopted her. Okay, sorry. They supposedly adopted her, and then the person's like, she has dwarfism, and then they're trying to get her to sign the paper really fast. Like, hurry up, fucking sign it. We need to get her the hell out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. I remember another thing about this too.
Yes.
Was she had her own apartment? Because they were trying to. I think what happened was somebody was trying to charge them with like child neglect or whatever. Like the whole thing is just like what. This is what happens when you don't do like basic question asking when you're like doing things like adoption or whatever, or if you're like the agency in charge of it. She had her own apartment, and they're like, "Why does this 6-year-old have their own apartment? That's not normal." And it was just the family trying to like get space from her, if I can remember correctly.
Oh my gosh! Well, yeah, it's
wild. She's actually 22. Okay, that was the plot twist.
Oh, okay. So it is true. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should have done my research before this. I'm so fucking terrible. I'm like, we're going back and forth so much on this. Okay, so she's a young girl, or she's old. Oh, wait, maybe she's short, or dwarfism. Anyway, she's a scam. I mean, she's a con artist.
Yeah.
It seems as a... Gosh, but this is just... Oh my gosh. This is... Like, I just... All I'm saying is, I feel like they have so many... I don't know how people get through all these laws and shit and do shit. Because, you know, when my mom was young, she's like, oh, I used to, run red lights and tell the police officers this, and they always let me go scot-free. And I'm like, you know what? I can't do that these days, Mom. Everything I do, everything is being watched, and I'm gonna get caught. And you know what? Like... people still get through these fucking loopholes and do shit. I don't get how it's possible. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it feels like they got in before the... it feels like there was a change a little while ago. But, like, I always think of... let's go back to talking about shit in the 1950s. I think of like the 1950s where like if you were like a con man, like you just like sell stolen shit all the time, you could just go one town over, shave your mustache, and now I'm not Jim anymore, I'm Bobby. And you could do that. And like nowadays, some people do that and they only can do it for so long before they like fuck up, because like usually you're not paying attention to what you're actually doing if you're committing or living a life of crime. So like with all of our cameras and social media and stuff, and like it makes it way harder to do petty crimes. But even like you're saying, like I was thinking of state next to me, Iowa, they added like speeding cameras that would just take pictures of you at intersections if you're speeding, and it would just mail you a ticket automatically.
I think they do that in some of where I used to live, actually. I think like they have the cameras in some intersections over here where I live currently, but like I feel like they never go off. But where I used to live, they fucking got you. You saw that huge fucking flash of light and you're like, fuck, I'm gonna get a ticket in the mail. Like, no ride on red, and I turn, god damn it, or I can make it, and then you see the flash, it's like, fuck!
You're like, damn it! I like how they add the flash on there to fuck with you too. They're like, look, gotcha, bitch. Like,
well, sometimes I've gone through and I haven't gotten anything in the mail, and I'm like, well, my address is correct, so it must have, or it was like, they fucked it up, like no one was in the intersection, and it flashed, so maybe I went a little too far over the line. I don't even know, but it's like, yeah, you can't get away with any of this shit. It doesn't make any sense. It's so messed up. And you also can't build what you want on your own property. Freaking so annoying. You got to get permits for that shit. Ugh.
And if your deck is over a certain amount of feet, or sometimes it's good though, because like I live. Okay, here's a fun one. Like I live in Kansas, and I've lived in some fucked up looking houses because there's no like zoning code, so people just make whatever they want. And like sometimes it's fine because there's people who like follow general rules of carpentry and architecture, but there's other once in a while you'll go into like a bathroom that's just like made out of pallets.
Like the bathroom that like has a lot of water and water vapor, and it's made out of wooden pallets.
Yes. Yeah,
that's
like
nice
stuff like that.
Well, okay,
Or
maybe it
I
does
love
make
the
a
house.
little sense.
Or there was no foundation on one of the ones we stayed in.
What?
Where
Well,
yeah, like
was it a mobile home though? I mean, that's the only thing.
no, it was like a regular house, like a
What?
modular house. It
But,
had
and
no.
is this also in Kansas where there's
Yeah,
tornadoes? I assume per the
exactly.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, there's both those things are in Kansas.
Oh my god. Oh lord, the Wizard of Oz and tornadoes. Wow, and homes with
same
no
time.
foundations. How?
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually really bad. But like,
It's cool because if you dropped a pencil on the floor, it could roll to the other side. So, like, if you ever
Oh.
wanted to pass somebody a pencil, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, but you weren't using it as a schoolhouse. You were using it as a house.
A regular house, damn it!
What could I drop and have it go to the? I don't know. Maybe you could build a fridge at the end, and you could drop some beers into it after you get home from work, and then just roll them down and into the fridge. No, that doesn't make any sense. That was a.
You'd have to
terrible
leave the door open, like a really messed up, like intricate machine.
That'd be awesome. Make like those contraptions that it's just the whole house though, where it's like a mix of Home Alone.
Rube Goldberg machines.
I don't know what you're talking about, but is that the one where you just like put a ball in one side and then it triggers a bunch of other shit?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like that. I said Home Alone. I don't know if he really did stuff like that.
He just had I feel like he just had traps.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, you could do that too. Make traps. There was one trap I saw. I forgot if it was like local or somewhere else, but like there was like a house rigged with like traps. So like there's a tripwire on the stairs. So I guess if you like went up the stairs and tripped over it, a bunch of like knives came down.
Oh my god! Yeah. Yes, that sounds like a meth house. Like they're like, you ain't getting us coppers.
I
Just
think
like
it
a
was,
sledgehammer.
or it could have been like squatters or something. I really have no
I want to say
idea.
that is definitely illegal. Like,
Yeah.
but like just like actual like deadly traps. or
Imagine,
whatever.
yeah, just like squatting in a home and then digging yourself in a deeper hole with these traps, and then someone gets hurt when the fucking police officer has a fucking knife in his head, like at Halloween. Like,
Yeah. Or like EMTs trying to help you, and then they fall to your like fucking front door trap door, like your Jabba the Hutt or something. Like,
to be fair though, would they really be calling the cops or calling the like ambulance if they live in a
this is
house
true.
like this?
they probably just die of the heart attack.
They have their
without
own
help.
equipment upstairs, I bet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They have their own. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a bucket outside on a string, so they get their friend to come by every week to drop them off some goods.
Hell yeah.
Oh god, I can't imagine it. You know, not to bring it back to piss and shit again, but living in conditions like that, I imagine the plumbing's not working or it's shut off
yeah.
or something. So,
The old shit in the bucket.
oh, ew.
You know, it's kind of like a throwback to another previous time, like 1850. Like,
Yeah.
fill the bucket, dump it in the street. Fill the bucket, dump it in the street.
Just don't shit where you eat, and I guess
Yeah.
it'll all be fine.
Or don't shit much where
Don't
you
shit
eat.
much. Hopefully you don't have diarrhea. Oh
Yeah.
my god. That'd
Which
be
they're not refrigerating anything, because there's no power to the squat house.
Oh god. What do they eat? I don't know. I couldn't even imagine. I could barely last 3 days through freaking like power outage in a hurricane. So I can't imagine.
Yeah, let alone
Yeah. There are people who like successfully live off the grid. They're like, oh, I'm gonna get some berries and shit like that. But there are literally people that like live in houses. Like, I mean, I'm sure they go out sometimes and go to the stores, but I don't know how you could like some
Just
people.
MREs.
Oh, I guess you're right. MREs, yeah.
Bunch of canned food.
But yeah, those have a lot of calories and stuff too, so they could probably keep you full for a while.
But I do tie on back to, like you said earlier, though, the shitting, though, because I feel like if you ate nothing but, like, canned ravioli, your intestinal tract is going to look pretty rough. Like, maybe throw a carrot in there somewhere. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's, pretty much what I ate when I was a kid. I mean, I had my mom's food, but besides that, I did eat a lot of canned stuff because that's what I liked, and I didn't really have the best tummy at times. It didn't feel that good, so yeah, I couldn't imagine that. But unfortunately, people really live like that. I'm like, I don't fucking know how some people want to live like that, I think.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
how?
I feel like there's some that want to. I've had instances where I had to eat like that or whatever, like when I moved out initially, and that kind of sucked. I hated it, and then I switched to like actual food eventually. But
But
there's
you
other
don't
ones
want
that, like
to.
there's people, there's people that want, yeah, but there's people that do though. They're like They're like, oh, I want to eat MREs all the time and have like logs.
Yeah, the only thing that's gross. The only thing I've come close to like that is just because I've wanted to save like time to not cook lunches. I haven't done this yet, but I want to try. I wanted to save time to like not have to make lunches and shit, or not just eat it like a frozen burrito or something. So I was thinking about like getting a meal replacement thing for lunch, but you know, having a normal dinner and everything. But just so I can drink it at work. So, like, I save time, and I also don't have to heat it up and all that other shit.
Yeah, just add water or milk or whatever.
And, of course, protein is probably not going to log you up. I don't think.
It might make you farty, but, like, that's the one.
Yeah.
If it's too much.
Well, if you fart, you fart.
If you fart, you fart. It's
Wait,
natural.
no, protein makes, like, gross farts. Oh, God.
Yeah, they do, like, this. The smelliest ones,
Oh,
too. Like,
no.
That's the price of getting jacked, though, Mariah. You gotta...
Fuck.
You get a, what is it, like one of those, like, cool skull posters where they're, like, on fire holding two pistols, and it says, like, you either shit the bed or bed in the shit or whatever.
Yeah, no, exactly. I was trying to reference that earlier when we were first talking about shitting and pissing. I was like, what was that thing? It's like shit.
I had one of those in Angry Bird.
Shit once, wipe, repeat, like something like that.
Yeah. Oh, born to shit, forced to wipe.
Yep, that's what it is.
That's the one.
There it is. It only took us 40
and he looks
minutes.
tough as shit too. Like it's like a biker jacket or t-shirt. It's weird.
We have Kaya gifted us some shirts like that because I said I wanted some shirts with skulls and skeletons on it. Oh. So we got one with a guy and two guns, and there's two hot babes up against on each side of them. I think the one I have is just like a Grim Reaper skeleton guy with just two guns pointed, and it has that like anti-sweat. Like I kind of like the shirt because it's like that anti-sweat kind of shirt. It's not
nice.
It's
like comfortable.
Yeah, it's really
like comfortable ironic t-shirts. Hell yeah.
I'm like, fuck, but I don't want to go wear it out. Like, I'm pretty sure no one where I live would have a problem with it, but I still don't want to wear it out.
Okay, so my friends do this to me too, because like I have one shirt. It says, what is it? Well, two of them. One of them is hilarious. One of them says Chicago fucking Illinois, like in just bold print. And like I've worn that out a few times, I forget it. Then I have my McShit shirt that's like the McDonald's logo, but it says McShit. And then the other one, I love these extremely aggressive ones I get every like few months. Somebody will gift me one, and it'll say something like, "Don't fuck with animals or I'll kill you." That's what it says. Like so hardcore.
I love that though. That's awesome. I wish we had like bumper stickers for people, like just for our bodies.
Yeah, like you put them on there. Yeah, that would be kind of fun.
I guess that's kind of what the t-shirts are for. But that'd be cool if they're like little like pins or something you could do on the back of your pocket, and it's like a bumper sticker.
Yeah, baby on board.
Baby, that'd be fucking awesome. Oh man, unfortunately, like, no matter what job I have, like at a fucking grocery store or what, I still don't think I would be comfortable wearing like any shirt like that in public, because I don't want to be caught and then someone bring it up and then be like, hey, like my manager comes up, hey, so I saw you're wearing this shirt. So yeah, like literally anywhere. I'm like, if I was like unemployed, like I feel
where I wear these like hardcore shirts.
Yeah, but because oh my gosh, it's so fucking annoying because also everyone here knows each other. Like, you don't think so, and then you get on Facebook, and then you're like, I
saw Bethany doing hard on it. Yeah.
They do that shit. I'm like, oh my god, motherfuckers, shut up. And they talk all the time. I'm like, man, y'all need to keep your fucking mouth shut, women. Stop, dude. And then like you go on, and I'm just like, let me see if this person knows this person, because I accidentally said something funny about this person, and I'm like, oh fuck, they don't know them, but they know a mutual friend of them.
Yeah, I've had that happen a couple times because I live in a relatively small town, and like one person was shit talking about me to my best friend, but they didn't know that was my best friend.
Oh
It
fuck.
was just like it's like fun. It's like it was. I don't feel like anything was like harmed or whatever. I was like, well, now we know that person's like that, but
Yeah.
but everyone, yeah, they always do. And I've been because my mom when I lived with my parents, or whatever, she would be like, hey, you boys need to like brush your hair a certain way or whatever, so that you don't because people. What's wrong with her sons?
Oh.
Like I used to wear overalls all the time, and that would be like one of them. Like, why is he always wearing fucking overalls? What is wrong with him?
Aw. No. Yeah, I hate like the social thing though. Even like at work, if you're in a big company, like, and you say one thing, if you just say it to that wrong person, word gets around. I'm like, fuck you. Like luckily sometimes like you figure it out quickly. Like one of my
Did you get canceled at work?
No, I didn't.
I was like,
no, I didn't. It's just
the HR talk. Yeah.
Oh no, it's just literally like every job I've had, like it's either been super small, like 5 people. Okay, so of course if you say something, someone's gonna hear some shit. Or been super large, but still this person knows the fucking CEO for some reason, and I'm talking to you about how I find them annoying. Or like it's like decently sized where like most people mostly know each other. Some people don't really know each other, and then it's like you can't just say like it's and then if you've been at 2 or 3 jobs in that like location, it's like. Then it's like, what if I said something about someone at my other job, and I'm like, man, this person, I used to work with this person that they fucking suck, and they're like, what'd you do? And I was like, oh, I know someone who used to work there. What's their name?
Oh yeah, just
it's like fuck.
Can I have peace?
Yeah, and
or the other one where you're like, this guy's an asshole, and then like 2 months later, you're working with him again at a different place. You're like, how the hell did you get here?
Yeah, and I don't mean to talk shit or anything, but like, dude, the women ask questions. The guys I work with, and I'm like, man, yeah, they're talking, they say something, I'm just like, yeah, I used to work with someone like, that used to work with this, and they had no idea what they were doing, and that's it. They don't care anything, everything else is just like whatever. Man, these women here, I don't know. I've been so happy. It's actually been a game changer not working with like any except like one woman. It's been awesome.
Oh, like because the dudes talk less or gossip less, or
well, I mean, it's just like the guys talk just as much, but they're not like they're not backstabbers. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
The guys still talk
actually, sort of, because I used to work in a factory, and it was like. It was actually ironic because the dudes would do the same shit, but they would never. I would encourage people, like, it sounds really weird, but like working with people, I encourage if they don't like me or they don't like somebody else, they should just say it to their face. That's what I would always tell people. Like, just tell it to them, and like you don't even have to be mean. You can just be like, "Yo, I don't like how you did this thing," because most people will be like, "Okay, I'll do better," and then a few will get angry at you immediately, and then later they'll do better. But like, occasionally you'd have people that would just like shit talk real hard all the time, but then never talk to the person that they're shit talking about.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Dudes usually just get extremely angry. Like,
I've had one like weird recent incident where there's this girl. She seems pretty good outside. Like she seems like she would be a good friend, but at work she's just like the worst. She talks over. She thinks she knows everything better than you, but like. She's been very nice, every time we've spoken outside of work and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? But that's like the one time, because I'm usually kind of like, oh, I don't want to bring something up because I don't want to get in a fight. That's like, she's the one person I've ever just like, she just interrupted me when I was talking to someone once, and I was just like, okay, like I know what I'm doing. Like I told her that, and that's it. and she's like, oh. And I'm like, oh. And then I was like, I didn't think it was a problem, but again, people are all texting each other. They were all talking about each other behind their backs. I only spoke to this one girl mainly. She was basically my work BFF, And I didn't speak to anyone else. And she's like, she just fucking sent me a message that said, what the fuck is wrong with her? Like, oh my God. The one time I stand up and see, that's why I don't like say, because I'm like, but
I don't want the...
Luckily I felt more like, at my current job, like better, like, people are definitely more experienced than me. So I'm not like, oh, you're wrong. I'm just more like, hey, is it maybe a better idea to do this or whatever? Or could we also do this? Or, I think I've also grown to state what I think more, which has helped.
Yeah.
But I get really scared at work because I'm like, oh God, if I royally fuck up, this is my job.
Right. Well, it's interesting that because like I'm from the school of thought that like there's like it feels like there's like two kinds of people in like workplaces in terms of like sharing ideas. There's like ones who just constantly just shit out ideas to the point where a lot of times it's just annoying.
Yeah.
And then there's other people that will have good, meaningful ones, and they do get in their own head. It seems like, in my opinion, like in their own head about it. So they like very rarely do it, and then whenever they do, it's like super thought out because they're like you just said there, you're like, oh, if I fuck this up, and then like somebody like me, where I'm like on team just do shit and not ask. Like the whole I like that.
Oh God,
it's not
I'm
good for everyone to be like that.
Yeah.
But like the
yeah,
ask do it now, ask for forgiveness later or whatever, But it depends on what your like gut feelings are, doesn't it? Like if you're not sure most of the time, but then like you said, if you're like working with people that are experienced.
Yeah.
Most of the time, a lot of times they probably appreciate that though, another perspective, if it's like coming from a kind place.
Well,
not
because
like, I can prove myself place.
Yeah, if you're more experienced, you should know the fundamentals, but sometimes you forget some of like the fundamentals of the job if you haven't learned them, or it has changed over time, which I think is some of the stuff at my job. Every once in a while I kind of bring something up and they're like, oh, I know that, but I haven't had to use it in a while, but I know it. And so I'm trying to ask them like in-depth questions, and they know it, but they don't really know how to answer. But yeah, I think I have been getting closer to what you're saying, just like kind of just go do it, because I can't, I don't know. I sometimes wait for work to come to me, but I guess depending on the job, that doesn't happen. Sometimes it does. They're just like, okay, here's work.
Do you do stuff, if you don't mind, do you do stuff like with computers or like?
Oh yeah. Like I just tried to start like IT stuff. So
okay.
Yeah. So I've only been doing that for a few months, but yeah. That's it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. Like I should pick up a help desk ticket, but like it's not like a call center, so it's not like, oh, this is your job, so you have to pick it up. But like it's like there's a lot of stuff I don't know how to do. But I think it also helped, like recently they're just like, the boss was like had a meeting with everyone, and he's just like, yeah, don't be afraid to pick up anything. So I think that, and also what you said, I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna go for it. I think I've had like a lot of confidence recently, so I'm just gonna do it. And luckily we have the resources. One of my coworkers is like, hey, when I don't know, this is like a new guy here too. He's like, yeah, when I don't know like some of these things, like I try to do it the best I can, but I just try to go to like Chat GPT and ask. I'm like, wait, that's a fucking good idea.
Yeah, you sound well, that's okay. That's the other meme if you're working somewhere too, is don't let yourself get not for any job or whatever, like don't let yourself get tricked into thinking anybody knows what the fuck they're doing. Because like I had one, I got trained to do like some tooling thing at my last job, and there were people that knew what they were doing, but there's like one or two guys in there that were just like fucking around, and because they're in a department that other people don't know, they can just do that. And so like, so I was like, why would you, like, because I had questions like this, like, why would you do this? This makes no fucking sense. And then because some of it, and that's like that's where I say like gut comes in, because sometimes you'll find somebody and say, I don't know, I guess like IT is like a specialized field in a sense. Like it's for most people it's like a mythical thing. They're like, oh, how'd they fix this kind of thing, right? So sometimes fixing it is just literally like going to a website, reading 3 fucking paragraphs, and then coming back and fixing it. Whereas other jobs, it's like I think like a mechanic or something, where it seems like they're like a wizard doing like wild spells on it, and it's just like don't like the levels of confidence. It's like, oh, I imagine like if you're like a little like a kid, like that 2-year-old that went to jail, You're like a kid, and there's like a 12-year-old. The 12-year-old, anytime the 12-year-old does anything like pick the cereal box off top of the fridge, like you're like, oh my god, he's so powerful. But like for them, they're like, I can barely reach this.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You're right. I never thought of it like that.
Like we're all human.
Yeah. Oh, damn, that was good. You're so good at speeches. Fuck.
Oh, thank you.
Fuck. God damn, I suck at this shit. All right, you can take the rest of the show. Well, oh my gosh,
welcome back to the Mariety show. I'm your host, Ira.
The Mariety show.
Mariety, yeah, just thinly veiled, taking it. Like,
this is
don't worry,
awesome.
I'll still talk about shit still.
Oh fuck,
Some of the time, but only for the first few episodes.
I feel like I've seen something called the shit show. Okay, don't.
The shit show. I feel like that's probably like a multiple podcasts have used that.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be like some woman that's like, this is a shit show, and she's gonna be like a business lady. And she's gonna be like, let's talk about shit shows. This is Candace on the shit show.
Candace on the shit show. Candace who?
All right,
shit.
We've gotten pretty far so far. We're making good time, I gotta say. So I guess it's time for some trivia.
If a quiz is quizzical, then what's a test?
It's time for tiny trivia.
Oh yeah, tiny trivia. Playing that in the middle of our recording makes it slightly easier to edit. So sorry, sorry if you weren't expecting that. But yeah, so I have two rounds for you today. The first one is the trivia that you asked for, called "You Asked for It."
Okay.
So you just said ants. I said the movie, and you just said LMFAO. So I assume you meant the ants, the animal.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Oh, that was a close one. Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I'll still get them wrong.
You probably will. I just want to say these are hard. I don't think I would know any of these. So I mean, but if you know ants and you asked for it, then you asked for it. Okay. Anyway, so we have 1 minute on the clock. I'm gonna start it after I ask you the first question, and then we'll go from there. Just answer as we go along. All right.
Okay.
So, which ant is said to have the most powerful sting in the world?
The African army ant.
All right. And which?
Wait, no, fire ant.
Oh, the fire ant? Okay.
Yeah.
And which continent can ants not be found on?
Antarctica.
How many stomachs does an ant have?
2.
How many times their body weight can ants carry?
50.
How many species of ants are there on Earth?
At least 10.
Okay, you have 26 seconds. Do you want to go back to any more to...
Nope. We'll see what happens.
All right.
If I get 1, I'll be proud.
All right, let's see real quick. So, what was that last answer you said? At least 10?
At least 10, which means if there's a thing that says over a certain amount, I should win.
Well, it says how many. Well, I mean, I guess you're kind of right there. Okay, well, I mean,
I am cheating.
Let's see what we get. Did you look on Google?
No, I mean, I was cheating by saying, like, because I know there's more than that.
Well, I was about to say, like, I looked on Google for ant trivia, and like same 5 or 4 of them like came up, and I'm like, dude, if you would have looked this up, then
I wish I had. I tried to, but I did not type what you typed.
Well, let's see how well you did. So which ant is said to have the most powerful sting in the world? You said fire ant. Survey said, okay, no, I can't steal it all. Okay. They said, you said fire ant, and the answer is wrong. It's actually a bullet ant.
Bullet.
The sting is compared to being hit by a bullet.
Wow, how aptly named.
Yeah, I think, are those is that the one that the guy on YouTube made him, oh no, that was...
He purposely... There's a few channels they'll do stuff like that, like, I let it bite me on purpose so I could feel the pain.
Ugh, why would they do that? There's something wrong with them. Ugh.
Anything for content.
Do you know what an asp is? I think that's what it's called. It's like a
asp.
little
Like a snake?
caterpillar. Wait,
Oh, yeah.
is that
Hold
it?
on.
Wait, yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's like covered in probably like tiny little barbs.
Yeah, yeah, one of those fuckers, I was at the pool once, and it, like, got on my arm. I was like, oh, what is this? And then I flung it off, and then it left a little mark, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And then, like, 2 hours later, my entire arm was numb. I was like, what the fuck? It was so scary. I thought I was gonna die. But yeah, I wanted to die. I was scared. It's okay. But yeah, you got that one wrong. So which which continent can ants not be found on? You said Antarctica?
Yes.
Yep.
Yay!
Well, yep, you got it right. How many stomachs does an ant have? You said 2. Correct.
Woo!
How many times their body weight can ants carry? You said 50 times. Woo! At least I'm sure you said 50 times. I was kind of going through these fast. Okay. Woo! Okay, how many species of ants are there on Earth? You said at least 10? Wait a minute.
Oh, come on!
That wasn't a no. That was actually just a record scratch. So let's go over this one real quick. The answer is 12,000, so you're technically right, but not really.
You know, it's okay. Here's the funny thing. I genuinely, the number 12 was in my head on that, but like probably not 12,000. But I was like, there's at least, yeah. But I said at least 10. So I'm like, you can give me like a half right, half wrong.
Okay.
0.5.
So yeah, so you got 1, 2, 3.5. So
is this the highest score that has been achieved so far?
No, I think my brother got like all of them right.
Damn.
I thought I got really hard GTA ones, and he fucking won. I should probably
also,
keep that on
congratulations
here.
to your brother too.
Oh yeah, he won nothing, but
No,
he graduated high school, so that's what he gets.
that's pretty much that's a W.
Exactly. All right, so that was awesome. You did pretty good. I think you're one of, well, I don't know. Yeah, I think you've been one of the better ones on here. Yeah, I think you're pretty good. I don't remember. I should keep track of that. I
like the one you had with Doug, where one of the questions was just subjective.
No, that one wasn't subjective. It's a fact. You know, if everyone thinks it's the right thing, then it's a fact.
If everyone thinks this is the hottest,
exactly,
Daisy Duke, then that makes it objectively the truth.
That's what I would think. If it's not necessarily that, because there are 2 hot ones and 1 ugly one. So if everyone thinks the one is ugly, then that part's the fact. Oh, that's all I gotta say.
It's basic science.
Yeah, that's been my theory for years, but no one really says anything about that. The last round, we have round 2. This is going to be, Myth Crushers. So I have 3 headlines, and 1 is real, 2 are fake. So you have to tell me which one is the real one. So I'll go through all 3, and then we could go one by one and see your reasoning behind why you chose the one you chose. So the first one is, this restaurant serves food from Trader Joe's trash? Oh, there was a ... in there. This restaurant serves food ... from Trader Joe's trash? The next one, cat lovers can try cat food inspired dishes at Fancy Feast's Italian pop-up. And the last one, some Five Guys locations are changing their names to Five Girls and Guys. Which one do you... Well, we could go from top to bottom, or first to last, however you want to do it. Which one do you think is correct, actually?
Like, which one do I think is true?
Yeah, true. Yeah, correct,
okay.
True. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, this is hard.
I can repeat any. There's the Trader Joe's ones, the Fancy Feast one, and the Five Guys one. But we'll go through all of them again.
Okay, I feel like the Fancy Feast one, that's not a thing. And if it is a thing, it should not be a thing.
All right.
So you said Five Guys and
sorry.
5 Girls?
Yeah, okay, so so some Five Guys locations are changing their names to Five Girls and Guys.
I'm gonna go with the true one is the first one.
So the true one is, this restaurant serves food ... from Trader Joe's trash.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you think that Five Guys one is correct? I mean,
because it seems too on the nose, but I mean, it could be a thing, but like, it seems too like very obvious, like woke company thing to do.
all right.
Like,
All right. Hey, we never
but
know.
Trader Joe's one, I think I've seen enough like dumpster diving people where like, I bet they would. I could see that being like a restaurant in like Seattle or Portland where they're like, yeah,
All
we
right.
get all of our food from the dumpster.
All right. All right. So you said the correct one is this restaurant serves food from Trader Joe's trash.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Damn it!
Man, I'm so fucking good at coming up with these headlines because I was
You
literally.
Wait, you just
thinking-
made two of those up?
Oh yeah, I made up the Trader Joe's
Oh.
ones and the Five Guys one. So the cat lovers can try cat food inspired dishes at Fancy Feast Italian pop-up. That's the correct one. And I'll go
Why?
over the article for that, and I guess we'll see in a second. I'll go open the article in a second. But dude, when I was writing I was like, man, I saw those dumpster diving videos a long time ago. Like,
Yeah,
people like
same.
get the food like just expired or it's one day old, but it's still okay, and people go in there and get it and eat it. So I was like, you know what? That's I was just trying to stick with the same theme and use the name of like things. So they said Fancy Feast. I'm like, okay, or Fancy Fest. Oh fuck, is it called Fancy Fest? What the hell?
No, I think it's. I think you're
Oh,
right,
it is Feast.
Fancy
I just
Feast.
typed this out myself.
It's just funny because I figured that all those meals were inspired by human food, but now that they're like going back the other way, it's like,
Oh, you mean like turkey and liver?
yeah.
Well, I guess people do eat liver. My grandpa does.
Yeah.
But
Well, I don't know
yeah,
about. I guess turkey and liver. I don't. Yeah. It's
I was thinking.
do you think it's actually any turkey in it? Or do you think it's just all liver?
I don't know, but if it was all liver for the cat, then I feel like that'd be way more healthy. Well, I mean, I
Yeah, it
guess
probably
the
actually would
straight
be.
Turkey. I mean, liver is very good for you, and turkey's good for you, but liver I think has more nutrients or something. I don't know.
Would have
Hopefully,
to.
hopefully that turkey wasn't like a drinker or
An
something.
alcoholic. Yeah.
then it wouldn't really be that
Fucking
good.
the turkey had psoriasis or no, not psoriasis.
Oh no, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, whichever one affects the liver.
Yeah, the one that makes you turn yellow.
Exactly. Wait, jaundice?
Yeah, well, that's a side effect of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know what the correct one is. If you're a doctor, put in the comments what the hell we're talking about right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
make sure we're not telling people about the wrong turkey disease.
Exactly. We all need to know this.
Well, actually, it just says turkey and liver. It might not even be turkey's livers. So,
Well, I
we don't even
just
know.
came up with that. Wait, I don't know. But one of them does say like liver on it though. Some or like giblets. Oh, giblets is one.
Ooh,
It like
the
says
old
like
gibbler.
giblets or giblets on it. I'm like, ooh, what the fuck? That's gross. But yeah, that Trader Joe's one, I was like, man, I don't even have a Trader Joe's like anywhere near me, but this is gonna be perfect. Like no one would ever expect me to write this, but I did it. Sorry, I'm so good at this.
Did it!
But okay,
No,
so
I better not find out you use ChatGPT for those.
no, I didn't. I actually came up with it. That's smart though. What the fuck? I could. Oh my god. Now
Just save some effort.
I took like 5 minutes writing those. I could have taken 1 minute. I'm actually ridiculous. All right. Let's see. Let's look into this cat food restaurant. Let's see. So they're opening an Italian restaurant designed to celebrate the company's new line. So Gatto Bianco, which means white cat, is the restaurant. And I guess it's a pop-up. Is that what they said? Oh yeah, pop-up. It's only going to be open for 2 days. But the human dishes were inspired by Fancy Feast's new Medley's cat food line, which features options like beef ragu recipe with tomatoes and pasta in a savory sauce for the cat with discerning taste. They don't have any more examples though.
Damn.
I mean that's
two.
That's spaghetti and meatballs.
Pretty much.
Is it or beef or like ragu sauce with pasta? Oh, that's easy. I could just make that shit. I could make it at home or just buy a can of their fucking cat food and it would probably
eat
taste
it.
better, honestly.
So, a little side note on that. I one of my first jobs, I worked at a kennel, and I did try the dog food a few times.
Really? It kind of... I'm not gonna lie, it smells kind of good.
It smells
sometimes.
fucking good. Yeah, no,
Like,
it does smell good.
I don't know
A
what
lot
it
of them
is.
taste like shit though, but that Purina though, that is pretty much just a ravioli. Like a
I
chef
want
already.
I want it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, now you're just gonna buy that and eat it. It's low key though. It's more expensive than ravioli cans. So I
Oh,
don't
really?
know.
I was about to say it
Yeah.
would probably be cheaper, but I guess I'm wrong. Damn it. Fuck.
This time, unless it's like Alpo or the
Hmm.
what's the other Old Roy.
Oh, I have no idea what
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
those
it's a
are.
dog food, cat food brand. It's like the
Oh.
cheap. It's like a 50-pound bag of dog food for $10. Like there's
Oh,
something
fuck.
suspicious about that.
I just bought a cheap one at the discount grocery store, and my cats haven't died from it, which is good. But,
Yeah, it's a
but
pretty
I
good
was
run.
like, I really hope like this is fine. But like, I'm like, if the cats are dying, they wouldn't be selling it, right? But I've been like,
Well, yeah, right.
pinching
You'd hope.
pennies or whatever they say recently. So I'm like, okay, I want to give them some wet food every once in a while. So I bought just like the average price wet food. But they mostly eat the dry food because I'm like, dude, y'all can't be having fucking wet food every day. Fuck you guys. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and this has been better than like the cats I had growing up. Like, my mom's like, they're just eating dry food. I'm not buying wet food. So I feel like I am spoiling these cats, and they also
Hell
get
yeah.
a shit ton of treats. So yeah,
It balances out.
yeah, they should be good.
My dogs are
And-
getting old, so I have to give them like wet food or make their food wet. Yeah.
Aww. But do you do that thing where you get the tray where they eat slow, and then you like crack a raw egg in it, and then you put some beets in it, then you put some raw.
I've not tried that. I haven't tried the tray, but my only one of them like really just scarfs it down like
Oh.
immediately.
Okay, some of those
Those
look
are
really,
fun.
Some of those also look really good. Like when people are preparing them on like TikTok and shit for like their.
Yeah, you're like, I
dogs.
wish people put this much thought into my food. Fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
I wish I could
like-
eat raw eggs and raw ground beef for dinner tonight.
who's
Fuck.
stopping you? You're an adult, Mariah. You can do whatever you want.
Wait, they do that in fucking like Japan or something. They eat like
Yeah.
they crack a raw egg.
You heard
on-
of beef tartare?
That's what that is.
Yeah, it's you can have. Well, usually you would grind your own steak into it.
That would
That's the
sound
issue.
more
Is you don't want to do the mystery hamburger. You don't know
Yeah,
what conditions
like
it
the
was made in. But
70% lean and 30% fat from Walmart.
yeah, like the little tube that's slightly too cheap. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's probably not a good one to do tartare with.
Yeah,
But-
that's the one. That's like the only one
But a
we
little-
got growing up. So I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know if I want to get that one. I'm like, oh, I only think of that.
Yeah, I mean, I've had what the hell? I've made it myself or whatever. Like I've cut up a bunch and then just added salt,
Oh.
basil, pepper, and it's really good actually. But yeah, it does a number on your stomach if you're not used to eating that.
Oh fuck. Well, I mean, I eat my steaks like medium rare, so I would hope that maybe that would help.
Yeah,
But I sometimes rare, depending on the day. I would usually go for rare with like maybe a better place, maybe not like a Texas Roadhouse rare. I'll stick with medium rare for them. But but yeah, no, I want to try that. I've had
what did they do to you?
Okay, would you get a fucking rare steak from Texas Roadhouse or a blue rare, which I doubt they have, but
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it at a chain restaurant.
yeah, exactly.
Although I would,
That's
yeah,
all
but I
I'm
would get a
saying.
medium rare there. I like, just like, I'm just in my head. I'm just imagining some horrible. They're like, okay, I'll take it blue, and they're just like, just cold out the freezer steak at you.
They just throw it in the microwave for 5 seconds. Oh, there she goes.
Yeah, Chef Mike made this one for you.
Chef Mike. Bro, I could see Mike doing all the Texas Roadhouse dishes. That is definitely a Texas name. That'd be awesome. Man, steak is so fucking good though. That's one thing, like, if I could be a pescatarian. I think that's like the most like diet I could get on.
Yeah.
But I would still have to stick like a steak in there every once in a while. Like, it's just so
Every now and
good.
then.
Yeah, it's just so freaking good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't
without-
have words to describe how I feel about a nice steak. Like it's an experience.
Yeah, and I'm fine with eating sirloin most of the time, but dude, some of these steaks in the middle, I've had a sirloin, a New York strip, a ribeye, and a filet mignon. Sirloin is good and cheap. That's my go-to. Now the filet mignon, of course, I gotta, that one's fucking good, really easy to eat. And, of course it's going to be a little bit more money, but it's awesome. Now, this
Yeah.
this New York strip, I fucking almost choked on it. I almost...
Yeah, it's just like all meat glue.
Yeah! I was like, how the fuck does anyone eat this? And then ribeyes, those are just average again. We've only had those at home, I guess, to get... Are those supposed to be better quality than sirloin?
If I don't know, I don't remember off the top of my head, because like a New York strip will be called whatever. It's like I don't remember which cut of the meat it is, but like it'll be locally named. So like if you're in, like I live in Kansas, so it'll be called a Kansas City strip.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, so like they'll just change the name of it, that. But like I want to say sirloin's just like a big cut. It's not necessarily like. My favorite thing I think ever had is like fucking T-bones though.
I don't even think I've had that. I've never had that. Of course, I've never had the Wagyu. Everyone says, "Oh, it melts in your mouth."
Oh my god,
blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
Have you had it?
No, but I yeah. But like just looking at it though, I'm like that probably is pretty good.
It does look really good. And then what's the other one I haven't tried? The tomahawk. People are obsessed with those. They love cooking those.
I think that's
on
another one where
TikTok.
it's big. I think it's just the size, and people are like,
okay.
"Oh, it's so big," but it's like sometimes the smaller steaks are more tasty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not just like. It's not just a slab of meat. Some of them actually, like, I'm like, fuck, this one actually does hold some taste a little better.
There's some fucking
like,
history going on in here. This cow lived a life. Like,
exactly, man. It's so sad seeing the cows though when you like go past them on road trips, and it's like, fuck, I'm eating cow. It's so sad, but you just can't. That's not the cow you're eating, so that's all you got to remember.
Yeah, whatever it takes to cope.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that because we actually recently. I should have said that at the top or whatever. Like that's another thing is I do yoga, and we were talking about food comes up because it's a part of the fucking thing, whatever. But like, one of the things is I live in Kansas, so there's like feedlots, and then like some of the biggest feedlots are in the Midwest or whatever, and like feedlots are depressing as fucking gross. Versus like if they're just out in a field somewhere, just chilling out like they would be if humans weren't involved. They will to an extent, but like those ones, they look like they're having like the time of their life, just like hanging out there, eating, running around for like a few hundred acres, just hanging out with the herd. Versus like the feedlot one, it does look sad as fuck. Like if I had to look at that and then eat a steak, I'd probably be like, no, I don't like this as much.
I'm surprised no one's done the social experiment just to like play.
Oh yeah, force everyone. You go to the roadhouse and they show you like a fucking YouTube video of the cow like having a happy time, and like, are you sure you want this?
Yeah, exactly. No, or the opposite. Like, you know what they would do? They would have the one restaurant where they play happy cows on the screen the whole time.
Yeah.
And then another one where they play sad cows, and then they'll be like, well, let's rate people's experience after this. And it's like, I don't know. I forgot, I've recorded, this is my 3rd episode this weekend. I'm backlogging it since I'm moving. So I forgot who I spoke to. It was either Crom or Bert, which I was talking about. It's just so fucked up, like when you like watch like Food Inc. or whatever, and they just like shove like a fucking tube down the throat of the cow, and then it's just they're shoving cornmeal in the fucking thing, and it's like, oh, that's so messed up, and it's so sad. I'm just
trying to get it to weigh more so they can make more money.
Exactly, yeah. Like at the first,
like,
the first
it's not even. It's not like in my head. I'm like, if it doesn't make it taste better, like, what's the fucking point? But like, I understand that like that's a business. If there was a way to fix that part, I think that would help a lot.
Yeah, and I would eat their lab growing, organs and shit, which sounds good, but then it's like, okay, if they start lab growing meat, that also sounds good. Just the meat part that we're gonna eat, but. It's already kind of like up to, it's already kind of fucked how they do this shit already, and how, all the shit that's in it already. So I can't imagine what they would put in it.
In a lab.
Yeah, in a lab. Especially if supposedly like the Impossible meat and stuff it already has a bunch of shit in it that you don't want to eat. At least from what I've heard, I really
I'm on the fence on it. Because I think it's like for animal cruelty reduction, it makes sense. But like, then like, is this going to be like actually a solution, or is this going to be like the MRE thing where you can do a bunch of shit to food to make it last forever, but that doesn't mean it's like good for you.
Exactly. Yeah. and like, I mean, I would, I've had an Impossible Whopper from Burger King, and I've had one like made an Impossible Burger made at home at one point, and it tastes fine. I mean, I don't think it tastes bad, but then it's like, fuck, you know, this isn't actual meat though. Then now people have to figure out how to make it taste like this and put all these random additives and preservatives and all this random shit in it. Or, you know, if I eat a bug, I'd rather eat a bug than eat something that's going to fucking give me cancer 5 times faster, I guess. You know,
yeah, give me the June bug.
Exactly. Oh no, June bugs are cute.
I
Give me the roach milk.
Roach milk. Oh,
hey, supposedly roach milk is really good for you.
Oh, it's good for you. I mean, I imagine it's probably pretty nutrients dense, but gross.
They survive fucking anything. Those motherfuckers survive like nuclear bombs and shit.
Yeah.
And
so then maybe we get their powers.
Exactly. We don't take advantage of the roaches as much as we should. So every time you see
I mean,
one,
there's so many of them.
Yeah.
It's like that and ants.
Oh, fuck gnats. You know what? Gnats can fucking... I don't even want to eat those you know, roaches are probably way grosser, in my opinion. I, like, actually am afraid of it. I'd rather touch a spider than a roach.
Damn.
Spiders are, like, really cute, and then roaches are actually freak me out. But gnats are fucking annoying. They do nothing, in my opinion. They probably do things that I'm not aware of.
For other stuff.
Yeah, like frogs.
They can. Oh wait, no. They if you have like a cup with liquid in it with no lid on it, they can ruin that. They're really good at that.
Yeah,
you can like choke to death on them too if there's too many of them. So I mean, they have things they can do.
They have, like, not useful things.
Yeah, yeah. None of it's useful,
They're just
but they
ruining
can
stuff and killing people, I guess. Like,
yeah. Oh, here's a fun little thing if you didn't know this. For anyone really. If you have a gnats problem though, if you're gonna live in an area where there's a lot of gnats, if you vanilla gnats do not like vanilla.
What?
Yeah, and so like the first time I saw it was like some old ass farmer had like one of those, you know, like those the pine tree things that people hang in their cars.
Oh yeah.
He had one of those vanilla, and it was just hanging off the front of his hat.
Oh, just
and
like
I bought
vanilla.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I would spray I had a job in South Dakota for a while, and they had a really bad gnat problem that year. And so I would walk around smelling like a French whore because I would spray myself with my vanilla perfume, and I would have no gnats on me, and I would smell good. So it was a one for one win.
What? I've actually started using vanilla. Maybe that's why I don't get as many.
Bam.
No, I'm just kidding. Maybe that's why they're not flying around my ass. No, I don't know. I sound like that fucking kid from the Peanuts that's all dirty and has the flies all around him.
Oh, what is side dirt or whatever? I don't know.
Wait, side dirt? What did she say? Oh, because he's like.
I know what you're talking about. He's like the
dirty.
dirtiest cartoon character in the world because he just has like the fucking dust clouds around him at all times.
Yeah, it's so awesome. That is a good character. I don't know why we don't get more of those. It's just like, man, they're all cookie cutters. It's like just the emo girl.
Pigpen.
Or just the guy. Oh, Pigpen. You said side dirt.
Side dirt.
What the fuck is that?
I was just coming up with a name for him real quick.
It's like exactly what he is. Yeah,
he's a pigpen.
Yeah. I am so done. Okay, let's we could go to our last segment real quick.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Media Menaces.
Sorry, did I transition too quick? I was trying to transition well, and
these last two were perfect.
Yeah, awesome, perfect. I may cut out the part where I'm like, did I transition? Is that good? Yeah, well, let's see.
No, you should leave that part.
I may. You know what? You never know.
Have the laugh with no context right after that.
All right, let's get into it. That'd be awesome. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's get into
it.
So you wanted me to listen to, and this is good because, well, at first you wanted me to watch a movie, and I didn't have Netflix, and then I forced you to watch it, and I
don't worry, half of the world doesn't have Netflix right now because all of us have been sharing one account.
Thank God. That's probably why I don't have it anymore. I don't know, because I was like, Nico just put it on, and then I don't know if he was sharing it or if he actually had it, but we don't have it, so that's all I know. But I don't really watch anything except one of them, and I don't even know which one. I just look at the logo and I'm like, that's it.
Hell yeah.
But so I'm like, okay, we'll just do an album or something, because I also didn't really want to watch a movie. So I'm like, oh, at that point it's too late. I can't watch it right now. So you said "Come Clean" by Puddle of Mudd, and you guys, if I get you on the show, you can always suggest a fucking album, assholes. It doesn't always have to be a movie. But yeah, so you suggested this. So what's your reasoning behind suggesting this? Favorite album? You know.
Yeah, it's in my like top few, like ones I've gone back to over the years, like listen to, and then I also think it's like a salt for I don't know. It's probably like one of the first albums I had. Like I had like an iPhone when I was like fucking 16 or something, and that was like one of the first albums I ever bought. And then I have a distinct memory of listening to it on my first road trip, where like I drove.
Oh, okay. Was it the only album you had?
Yeah, no, it was like that for a little bit, because I think I had that stupid U2 one they forced everyone to have, and then
U2.
Oh, what the hell's the other one? There was another album I had. I want to say it was like, it sounds corny, but it was like I had like a Nicki Minaj album.
Oh, that's good. No,
and so I think it was like Pink Holiday. Like that was the ones I had. I had a Puddle of Mudd album.
Nicki Minaj.
It was a weird. But I like that album though, because the song, mostly the main song, the Blurry or whatever, like that song's really good.
That's one thing.
Nostalgic ones.
Yep, that's one thing I was gonna bring up. Like that. I like, you know, their two most popular ones, Blurry and She Hates Me. I like those. Blurry is really good. I like that one the best out of this whole album. I'm like, okay, I see why that one blew up. The rest of this, you know, I think you're just liking this, just for pure nostalgia. I don't think this is that good. Because okay, let me tell you. So I listened through it all. I'm like, yeah, this is okay. I listened to that first song, Control. And then I'm like, oh, there's this like weird line in there, and I'm like, oh, whatever. And then it comes back at the end.
Old guy horny music.
Yeah, and it comes back in the end. There's an acoustic version of this fucking song, and the line that I have an issue with, not necessarily what it consists of, just this guy doesn't sound right saying it. He says, "I love the way you smack my ass."
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that one sticks out in my head. That too. Like, I'm just the way he says it. It's like you could have written anything.
Yeah, this line sticks out like a sore fucking thumb. Like everything else sounds fine, it flows, but like he says this, and I'm like, it just doesn't sound right. And I heard this in two different renditions. I guess the normal one and then the acoustic version, and it still stuck out in the acoustic version. And I'm like, why? I was listening to related artists because I'm like, okay, let's see, you know who else is related to this. Oh,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Were you were you listening to it on like YouTube Music or Spotify or
Spotify?
Oh, okay, so yeah, then that's helping me visualize like which playlist it would give you, because like if you listen to any of this fucking like end of '90s music, like it feels like it puts everyone into a certain rabbit hole. But go on.
It just kind of suggests, like, even if it's not necessarily the same genre, just stuff that people also listen to at that time. I have that problem when I'm trying to find music on Spotify. So maybe this wasn't the best comparison, but similar artists is a section they have on Spotify where there are supposedly artists that are similar to the current one you're looking at.
Yeah, allegedly.
Just as it says, you know. So I chose Crossfade. What do you think about them? Are they similar to Puddle of Mudd?
I don't know. I don't even know if I've ever heard of Crossfade. I would have to hold on. I can look real quick.
Yeah, go look real quick. And while you're doing that, so Crossfade, I think I only know again like one or two songs from them. Once you like listen to it, you're like, oh, it's that one. But then I just kept letting it play, and I was vibing with it. I liked it. Like I was vibing with it a lot more better than this Puddle of Mudd. I don't know what it is, but and you know, there were other artists too. They had Hinder on there. I feel like that's not the same genre at all. Hinder,
yeah, that's like lower. Well, I'll add another thing on the Crossfade one. Okay, looking at some of the, I'm not listening to them because I don't want it to ruin my recording, but like they're some of the songs Puddle of Mudd has covered
from the Cross,
or maybe they did the other way around. But I was gonna say the other reason why I like this album is because Puddle of Mudd has had some like really good albums, and they've had some like real fucking stinkers, and like in terms of quality. And then like the lead singer, he has an awesome story. Well, sort of, not like in a fun way. He's done a lot of fucked shit.
That guy did a lot of drugs, almost died.
Yeah, he did a lot of drugs. He had a lot of concerts where he's just drunk on stage yelling at the audience.
Knew it.
You can feel the energy in the songs, but like they had a covers album. It's called Rediscovered, and I'm gonna say all the songs in that he should not be singing.
I thought you were gonna tell me to listen to that one. I'm like, well,
if you want a quick little laugh, you could use a few songs. Other than the DMCA thing, you could probably use a few songs off of it for like an intro, because like they're a little out there. He does like I don't know if you ever listen to like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I have. I just don't know any songs off the top of my head.
Off the top of your head.
Yeah, I definitely have, though.
They have this one song called Dire Maker, and he does a cover of it, and it's very whiny.
Is it like, you know how like a punk goes pop, stuff like that?
Yeah. Oh, I like those.
Some of them sound really good, but have you heard that Soulja Boy cover?
The cover in his regular, like, is you.
Oh, no, not actual Soulja Boy. It's like punk goes rap or something.
Oh,
and then
no, I mean like the covering the Soulja Boy song.
Yeah, he's like,
crank that.
Soulja Boy up in this house.
Oh, that sounds horrible. That sounds. We could do without that.
Yeah, you should definitely listen to that one. That's one of my like I have no idea. I don't even know.
Because I like the Taylor Swift one. Everyone's heard that, the fucking Blank Space. It was like, I think like Bring Me the Horizon sings it or some shit. It's wild.
Oh, I don't think I've heard that one. That sounds very recent though. That song's fairly recent. Are they still doing those albums?
No, we're just getting old. But
oh my god, stop. Oh lord. Yeah, I honestly I think I only know like some of the radio songs because they come around like every once in a while when I'm watching. And I've said TikTok like 2 times, but I don't have TikTok. I just wait till the TikToks get to like Instagram and I watch them.
Oh, they do, yeah.
Yeah.
They get reposted.
And then I listen to it and I'm like, oh, this song is kind of cool. And then every once in a while I'm like walking around at the store or something and I hear it. And the biggest one recently has been that fucking... It's not even a good song. I think it's just for the story. That Miley Cyrus one with... I guess she got divorced or something. She's like, buy me some flowers.
Oh, yeah. I seen that one is used very aggressively.
That song
I can buy myself flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do my own hair or what nails or whatever the fuck, yeah.
That song is not good at all. And I'm like, oh my god.
I hate it, but it's like one of those ones where it's like, it's relatable to enough people where they're like, this song's... It's like that Meghan Trainor... It literally of her music. I'm not the demographic it's for.
Nicki Minaj, all about that. Meghan Trainor. You know all these songs. I don't know what's wrong with you now.
Listen, no, we're not talking shit on Nicki Minaj right now.
Dang, I can't believe the beginning of this episode started with the Nicki Minaj reference, and now we're at the end talking about Nicki Minaj. I did not know
she's in our consciousness now.
I know. I need to get her on here.
Yeah, if you get her on here, that's when you know you've made it.
But this Meghan Trainor, all about that bass, is that the one?
Yeah. There's that one, and then there was the one about like not doing domestic housework or whatever. Or maybe it was doing it. Like, yes, I do the dishes.
No, that's not her. Yeah,
that's a fucking.
That's not Megan. Yeah, I do the cooking. Yeah, I do
that one.
I don't think that's.
Yes, I do the dishes.
That sounds like a rap song. I can't think of it.
Maybe
off
it
the
was.
Top of my head. Bumby dum dum dee day. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hey Mama, that one.
Mother, I'm not your mother. That song.
What?
Yeah,
oh
that's
wow.
The one that.
Whoa,
that one. I hate that one so fucking much.
I don't even think I know that one.
Yeah, that one was used an assload on TikTok. I want to say last year.
Oh lord, yeah.
Because I still go on there occasionally, but now I've like gotten self control where I don't like. I post stuff on there like with ants, about ants actually. Occasionally.
No way. No
get
way.
Out of here. Yeah, I'm not your mother.
Well, don't let anyone know about your ant score on here, okay? That's gonna be so embarrassing to you.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Wow, he missed the first question about ants. How could he?" What a travesty!
Bullet ants, guys. Bullet ants. Yep. All right. Hey. Well, do you have anything else you want to go over?
Oh.
Anything?
I just thought the old music is funny. I felt like I gave you another Boomer album. but at the same time, less
Yeah.
boomer than previously recommended things. So
Yeah, it's
maybe next person will or one of us eventually will give you something from the 2010s.
Yeah, I think I may start forcing people to do albums rather than movies for a period of time because I do not have time to watch movies right now.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, at least I can put on an album and fuck. You know, I don't want to spoil it, but I'll talk to someone at some point about the difference between listening to a whole podcast versus listening to just a segment. So stay tuned next episode. This is so retarded. I'm like getting so confused because I did I did an episode with our friend Crom and then Bert from Bert and Burger yesterday. But I'm doing Crom's episode releasing first, then yours, then Bert. Which, I mean, I don't have to, but I already put it down, so I want to go with my word. And
yeah.
Like, fuck. Like, now I'm getting confused. I'm like, did I already say that? Did I not? But that's just assuming people listen to it in this order. But, you know, we'll see.
It'd probably be okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long as like the weather, with the weather, for example.
Oh, God.
That makes it, yeah. It makes it evergreen because I don't know when. You don't know.
Yeah.
The order doesn't matter.
Yeah. Again,
but if you repeat something, I don't think that's a bad thing.
At some point in time, it was 63 degrees in boring Oregon, guys. Just
keep track of that, guys. Remember that.
Yeah.
So if you're a time traveler, she's helping you out right now, so that you
Exactly.
know if you need a jacket or not, because it's gonna be a little bit chilly.
Yeah. You'll need to figure that out. I mean, I'm actually sure a lot of that is like in a historical database. I think a lot of people actually track like their weather.
Yeah. Probably too many people, if we're being honest.
Yeah, those nerds, those like farmers and stuff.
This is fucking weather balloon nerds.
Yeah, those freaking.
Keeping track of the weather, you piece of shit. You know we don't need that.
Yeah.
It happens every day. What are you gonna tell us we don't know?
Ridiculous. Quite ridiculous.
Like helping us prepare.
Yeah, I can just smell the rain. I think people can actually smell the rain coming sometimes. That's what they say here.
You know, I've heard this like literally 15 times this week.
Oh, wait! Oh, what I just said?
But, yes.
Oh God!
But like, it's like funny though, because I was gonna tie that into there. If you repeat yourself, it's okay. Because like I stream like literally almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
So
and you've said that.
I'll say every once I'll tell a life
it.
story that's the same fucking story that's been heard 100 times, but like somebody didn't hear it, so it's not. But the rain one's still interesting though.
That's
like we smell rain when it's about to rain better than sharks can smell blood and water.
Wait, are you actually serious?
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
even though I don't stream, like anymore, I'm still only at this point, once I release all my backlogs, I'll be 7 episodes in, and I keep talking about the same things. I'm like, these fuckers are gonna get so annoyed. Like, it'll be like an episode with Crom, and then this episode we haven't talked about it, and then an episode with Bert where we're just gonna talk about like, man, FDA, blah blah blah, and I was about to go off on all that when we were talking about some meat, but instead I went off and said, I already talked about this, and I spoiled it for. So it's all. I should never do this backlog again. I should get completely different topics.
No. The backlog helps you though.
It does. Well,
you're ahead of schedule, so yeah.
Ahead, but then I'll be like caught up by the time I move, so it's really not gonna work that much. But I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good because we're also talking to different people each time, and it's not just me and the same guest. So I think it's good. But oh yeah.
Can I shout out one thing?
Oh yeah, I was gonna get you to do that. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Tell us where we can find you at and shout out whatever the hell you're gonna shout out.
All right. On Twitch, I'm IRA_Tate. It's pretty obvious my face. I look like it. My intro, you'll know the voice, whatever the hell. And then on YouTube, I have actually a few channels, but the main one is Ira Tate Reads, and I have shit posts on there, and there's also just me reading stuff like long format for like fucking 40 minutes to like an hour.
What? Wait, I didn't know that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and then I'm working on an ASMR channel. I've been dragging my feet because we've been busy like the last few months. Then the other thing is, I don't know when
Yeah.
this is gonna release. If it's gonna be like a few weeks from now, or
Let's see, Crom's is going to be this Thursday on the 1st, so yours should be May 8th, next Thursday.
May 8th. Okay. Well, then that works out perfect. On May 17th, on my Twitch channel, we're doing a hot tub stream, and it's gonna be steamy and devilish. And if you're watching this before then, you should come by because it's gonna be a fun night. We're doing a little call-in show thing too.
I honestly think the retention is definitely going to be kept throughout this episode because we've had some good conversation.
Good shit talk.
Yeah, that is so fucking awesome. Okay, so if you guys don't get to this, I'll also try to remind me then, and I'll ping everyone in my server too, because there's a mix of people who know, like me. I know you, but I'm just.
Yeah,
I don't
we've
even
been
think to,
tangentially like floating around, orbiting in the same circles.
Yeah, I don't even know if
For
we've
a
like
few years.
spoken to each other except once. Now that I'm thinking about
Yeah,
it,
no, I
Fortnite
think
together.
Yeah, we played Fortnite together like 3 years ago.
Yeah. Oh my god. But this has been going like super smooth. Like I'm glad we're on the same
Vibing.
wavelength. Yeah. This is really awesome, and I appreciate you coming on. But yeah, send that over to me when it happens, so I'll tell everyone, because like people like me, I'm just like, I follow you on the stuff. I'm like, I'm not gonna open Twitch today, you know? Like,
I don't blame you.
and then
man.
people ping like add everyone in every server I'm in. So at this point on Discord, I'm
You
like,
have them all muted.
yeah, I don't know why everyone's looking at my Discord when I add everyone, but I still get people to look at it, so that's awesome. but also put it in there. So if anyone does catch it and they're like, "Who the hell is this?"
Who's that guy?
Exactly. Yeah, I'll tell everyone. So 2, 1. I was gonna try to make this like my question. So if you don't understand it or if it doesn't fucking work out, that's all right, because this thing, I have not figured out how to say it properly. So I like lost media. So I want to know, what's your favorite piece of lost or not very well-known media that you want people to know about, and you're just like, oh man, you don't know that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think that was a perfect way of saying it. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna say it like that every time. I'm gonna fuck up real bad in the next episode too, because I was like, man, I don't know how to ask this question at all.
Shit. Oh, I have a few.
Name them all. Name them all. I
Okay,
wanna
name
hear
them
it.
all. All right, my main one, but I think it's making a comeback like literally right now. There's this show called Xavier Renegade Angel, and it is the most like mind fucked show. And it's making a comeback, at least or maybe it's just on my YouTube algorithm or the fuck that's recommending it to me. But like, it has like a lot of like wild spiritual, philosophical, and like human psychology stuff in it, and it's like a comedy, sarcastic satire like show thing.
You said this is like
and
a
it's
reboot?
lost in terms of like Adult Swim only like aired it for like maybe like 8 years.
880.
8 years.
Wait, what?
80 years. It's pretty much lost. Everyone's seen it. Like,
All right.
it's
Doctor
like
Who.
that one, and then I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. Every once in a while I remember it, and then I try to find it, and then I can't find it again. And there's this weird Christian puppet show that door-to-door salespeople were selling for like 10 or 20 years. And my parents bought it, and it was like 20 fucking VHS tapes. And I don't remember a lot about it. I only remember like the basic ideas. It was like your regular children's show thing, but they were just puppets, and they were all Christian. And that's probably like my favorite little nugget of something that I saw, but there's no way I can ever like actually find all of again.
Dang. Sorry, I'm just trying to look it up now, but there's kind of a lot of these floating
Yeah,
around.
there's a lot. Yeah, no, that's the problem too. Is like there's like a strangely large amount of these. Like,
Yeah. Well, if you find it, I'll like insert it, I guess, somehow in here if I remember, and if I don't, sorry. Don't rely too much on me. But those are awesome. But that first one again is called Xavier Renegade. What did you say? Or was
Angel.
that? Angel?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I talking about? Xavier Angel. Okay.
And I want to say it is on HBO, so it's not like it's not fully lost, but I know everyone has seen at least a picture of Xavier and then had a visceral reaction to it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I saw the picture. It's this Middle Eastern black guy with like a bird's nose beak.
Yeah, and the
And,
snake
like,
hand
a blonde
and backwards naze.
hair. Yeah. It doesn't, you know, if you hear that, you're probably not gonna know. But then you
You're like, what the fuck are you describing?
What the fuck is this? And it's like,
No,
CGI.
I have like a long time ago. I did a bunch of acid and watched that show, and it was hilarious. And then
Oh my
I
God.
forced like all of my friends and close family members to watch the show.
This looks
and
absolutely
only
insane.
one has resonated. It looks insane.
That's
Like,
awesome. Okay, yep. I'll have to go because I didn't know that was. I saw a picture. I didn't know it was like a YouTube
The
video,
source.
but I didn't know what it was, and I never looked into it. But I've definitely seen that image. I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Okay, that's awesome. It's like one of those things. It's like you don't know about it, and then
then
now
bam,
you
it's on
know.
ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of
I
bam.
feel like I
Sorry.
also said that within the past couple episodes too, but I didn't want to repeat it
Bam.
exactly like how the proper way I said it. So
Yeah.
I'm just a record on repeat. That is definitely me. Okay.
It's a catchphrase.
Exactly. Okay. I think that's about it. Any last takeaways for the Mariety show or?
Have a great day, Boredom, Oregon.
Yep. Oh yeah. Everyone in Boring, Oregon, have a fantastic day with your 63-degree weather, and stay tuned for the next episode of Mariety Show, where we have Bert and Burger on. Bert on from Bert and Burger, and we really appreciate Ira Tate coming on today. We're gonna all tune into a stream, or else I'll kill you in GTA. And yeah, that should be it. This is Mariah signing off. Bye.
You're listening to The Mariety Show.
You're watching the Mariety show.
You're listening to The Mariety Show.
Hey guys, it's Mariah tuning in one last time real quick. This episode, some of the things may have sounded weird here because I've been moving and I kind of got the dates a little bit wrong. So tune into IRA Tate stream on the 17th, which is going to be 2 days after this is posted now. And also I'm just going to play the rest of the song Doug and I did because I don't want to have to, to cut it down for the rest of those episodes. I'm sorry. I don't really have time to right now. So, yeah, here it is. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Tune in next week. Bye.
I saw you yesterday with an old friend.
It was the same old same. How have you been?
Since
you've been gone, my world's been dark and gray. You reminded me of brighter days.
I hoped you were coming home to stay. I was headed to church.
I was off to drink you away. I thought about you for a long time.
Can't seem to get you off my mind. I can't understand why we're living life this way. I found your picture today. I swear I'll change my ways.
I just called to say I want you.
Come
back home. I found your picture today. I swear I'll change my ways. I just called to say I want you to come back home. I just called to say I love you. Come back